right, folks, we are live for today's match, Tracks to Glory 2.0 between MERC and Vanguarda. Gonna be some setup time here to get the tanks ready and the stage to go. Everyone's getting in their tanks now. So if this is your first time watching a Tracks to Glory tournament, this is a tanks only competition. It's going to be today a 3v3, so we've got on the Merc side Hot Glass, Food King, and Master Chief. They're going to be going against the Vanguarda squads you see over here. Here's today's bracket. There was one game earlier today, which was Rotten Tomatoes versus the Condor Legion. Bit of a blowout, it looks like 12-2. The winner of today's match is going to play either 3AC or Made in Brazil. And then there is a loser's bracket this time around, so there will be the option to keep playing for the win, even if you lose one of your matches in the first bracket here. So if you're not familiar with the high-octane tank v tank gameplay, the rules are that the playing field is limited to the E and F columns, so the tanks can stage up on that 8-9 line you see here, and the 2-3 line, and then once the round starts, there's going to be 4 total rounds, 2 rounds on one side, and then they'll flip sides and they'll play 2 rounds on the other side. The rounds are 15 minutes long, and I think the first 10 minutes they can stay anywhere past that starting point line, but then after the 10 minutes are up, they have to move to the center 4 sectors. Just to try to encourage the tanks to engage each other if they haven't shot each other yet. And there's a point system this time around. The first tank will get you 2 points. The second tank in a round will get you 1 point, and the third tank will get you 3 points. Try to keep track of that here. You're playing on Void Day today. This will be an interesting map because we're playing over the center 2 columns. There is not a whole lot going on in terms of cover here. If you're on the Allies, can be looking for playing off of these hay bales. There's the housing cluster over here.
Hey Grandma, when's your stream start, or did it already start when I was talking shit earlier?
No, it's started now, so it did not get you talking shit. You're good.
Yeah, you might want to mute me, because you already know faggot is going to be said like a comma.
And he's muted. All right.
Are you streaming on Twitch or YouTube?
YouTube.
Oh, you should be good then, Chief. Trust me, I've said some shit on Twitch, but YouTube is more lenient.
Well, with that, we'll just turn the leadership volume. Go there. I guess actually I need to hear C3. Alright, we'll leave the commander comms, the imagination. But like we were saying, there's not a lot of cover, so I think this match is really going to come down to which tank crews are just the most technically skilled versus maybe who has the best strategy, because there's not very far you're going to go
at the wrong tank too
before you see the other tanks. On the Vanguarda side, Axis-wise, you do have a lot more options over here in the town in terms of cover and places to play off of, but once you need to get into those middle 4 sectors, it does open up a little bit more.
Does that count if I give you a Stuart too then?
Let's see who's on the Vanguarda tanks. So we've got Tiago and Maximus missing their TC right now. There are 9 guys here.
3 minutes 20 until the next one.
Our other TC is going to be Eric Sala. Still no TC for these guys. Oh yeah, that reminds me. The other rule this year for Tracks to Glory 2.0 is the TCs can bind them on foot. So maybe their tank commander is getting ready to just run out on foot somewhere. All right, third tank is going to be Soldier Macedo. Garda. Not seeing this TC anywhere. It's an interesting idea, though. Just start outside the tank. I guess there's probably not a reason to do that, though. So the tournament allows the teams to agree on either doing a 2v2 by
2
default or doing a 3v3. And since they had enough players, they're going to do the 3v3, which I think will be a little bit more interesting. Gives you some more options, and doesn't mean it's pretty much game over after you lose your first tank. Some Master Chief staged up. Got Odd Glass over here. And since they repeat the rounds on each side, give the teams a chance to try something
1
different, get creative if they feel like it. Something doesn't work the first round, they can change it up. Definitely something they'll have to decide is if they're going to try to get into that final 4 sector from the start, or if they're going to use that first 10 minutes to play further back and take some of those longer range engagements. By the way, if those of you don't know me, I'm a tanker for Helios currently. Some of our achievements were 2024 Winter Seasonal Bracket B Champions, as well as APL 2025 Dropouts. Also played for the Tracks to Glory 1.0
7 seconds.
champion team, BDE. The teams have changed it up this year. Alright, we're getting close to the start time. Got all the tanks spawned. Need to get those last tanks in position. See some marks going up. It looks like for this first round, 2 of those tanks are going to try to get up. I guess we can take a look at what they're thinking here. I guess they're focusing on that intersection. Boy Day is notoriously difficult to see at a long distance because of all the weird haze that it has.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'll do my best to see if we can spot out. Maybe I'll start from the Vanguarda side since we'll be able to actually see where the
You good with a 119 start then?
Merc tanks are coming in. I get used to the bouncy camera here. Alright, here's our 3 Vanguarda tanks ready to rock. Got 1 tank to the east, 2 on the main road to the west.
Okay, good.
Okay, got a shot there off the start. Something else that the Allies have in their playbook is they have some smoke shells, so see if either of them want to get creative. Smoke off some approaches. A lot of shells coming from our tank on the side. I guess he's being a tactical distraction. Trying to focus their attention to the east while the 2 come in on the west. See our allies' tanks moving in, main road. One of them is just veered off. And we've got one playing all the way over, you can see him here, behind a hay bale that's not rendering. This tank's taking up a very far back position. Still moving up. Oh, interesting. So we've got the 2 mediums from the Allies moving in fast over here. Taking that map edge, staying in the play area, but going for a bit of a bold move here. Let's see if that pays off. This P4 could catch them out, but I don't think he knows. They might get away with this. Yeah, there's no way the P4 is going to see them. This could get spicy really fast, so 1 tank playing real conservative in the back, probably spotting for the 2 that are going on the aggro move over here. Question is, will they see this tank behind the house? It's kind of tucked away as well. Okay, here he is. Will they spot it? Oh no. Oh no. Oh guys, come on. Oh, we see there's a TC who's hopped out for Vanguarda, looking to spot. Okay, this is good. This is good for the MERC guys now. No way they don't see that tank. Wow, this was... impressive to pull this off from the start and just get completely behind them. Like, this P4 is totally screwed. There's no way he's going to be looking behind. Oh, no! A non-pen! Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I think that was a track shot. I need to turn off these highlights. Okay, we got 1 in hole. Alright, that's 1 tank down. You don't want to see those shots get rigged, but, you know, I got them so much by surprise. They were able to get away with that one. Got a tank mark out here. Vanguarda guys have to be very confused on how this happened. We've got 1 looking towards the tank on hay bale. Now the other one watching the flank. Now this is going to be very hairy. The Vanguarda tanks are nowhere on the map that they know is for sure safe right now. Got the other MERC TC just binoing. Trying to spot for the 2 tanks behind their lines.
Five-minute reduction warning.
Okay, here we go. Another moment of truth. Who sees who first? E4. Doesn't see him yet. He's right in front of you guys. Just look ahead. Oh dear. So we've got the allied P4 or the allied medium engaging the other P4 while these two probably gang up on this one. Let's see what's happening over here. Took 1 hit in, or reppin'. I gotta say, it's not looking good for this P4. Here comes the push. I think the P4 knows this is coming, but what can you do? Our third medium's just gonna chill. So that's gonna be 3 points for MERC so far. If they get this last tank before the match is over, it'll be a clean sweep. 6 points. Here we go. This guy's got to hear them coming. Oh dear. Yeah, they know what's coming. They're getting out ready to rep. I don't know why their turret isn't facing towards the P4. They could actually lose a tank here. Interesting. They're gonna. Okay, I don't know why they're giving them that shot. Okay. Interesting turn of events here. I don't know why he even needs to look around there. You know what that tank's doing. They'll get the first shot. Oh boy. Oh boy. Go for the hole. Go for the hole. Oh no, what is going on? A Rick? Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay guys, let's wrap this one up. This is not what I expected. Alright, there we go, boys.
Game.
Nice job to the Vanguarda tank for getting some points there. That was not an easy situation. So we've got Food King with 2 of those kills and Chief with 1. And we got Tangerino, the gunner, there with the Vanguarda kill. That's gonna be 6 to 2, I think, with this scoring system. Let's update that here. MERC. Okay, maybe I have the rules wrong here. I thought there were 2 rounds each side. Looks like they're only doing 1 round each side. Or maybe going back and forth. I guess we'll find out together, everyone. All right, second round, Axis side. Well, so some observations there from that first engagement, first round. Gotta remember to go for the hole on these tanks. You know, don't go for the turret where you gotta 3-shot them. Go for the hole if you have them. I think MERC could have definitely gotten away without losing 1 tank there. Like if the first one, You know, if they had, I guess, approached them from different angles or, you know, just picked a different way, they definitely could have gone away without losing a tank there, but 6v2, a pretty healthy cushion.
Two minutes, 30 seconds.
Hopefully this stream is working out. If it's not, I will upload this VOD for your enjoyment later. I think I'll go ahead and pause the stream, folks, while we wait for the next match to get set up, and I'll be back here shortly.
I've made sure to hover over the top of it. Oh no, not with sharp shooting like he was. Thirty seconds. Second next one. 4 minutes, 5 seconds, next one.
All right, folks, we're still in the setup time here. Got 2 tanks on the field, just waiting on the third. Now that MERC has done the rush up the side, we'll see how this round plays out. Probably be a lot different. I can't imagine be able to get away with that twice. The second Vanguarda tank rolling up here. Soldier Macedo. Now, having the 3 tanks definitely leaves you that option of just having one tank really be your anchor and spotter, and the other 2 a little aggro. Even if they don't rush the field, they could still try something similar this round. Macedo and
2
Badoke.
minutes, 15 seconds.
I'd like to see some long distance engagements this map. Let's see who can do the best job of not hitting some crap that's in the map that doesn't let you shoot through it, like these famous V-shaped trees have a really huge hitbox. These fence poles have a hitbox. These berms won't render at distance. These hay bales won't render at distance. And you'll keep firing on something, wondering what's happening, and that's why. Go check back in with. So we've got so far one tank a little bit to the west and one on the main road, like Vanguarda. It's Chief on the west. He was one of the tanks that rushed up last match. Got Hot Glass over here on the red road with 3 AM food snacks and a big gym.
"45 seconds.
Gotta shout out the Tracks of Glory organization for setting up this event. The Tankers put so much time learning very obscure meta, very obscure game, and this gives us a little chance to highlight that and something a little different. Get rid of that pesky imagery gameplay. Instead of spending time practicing aim labs, tankers are spending time running around in admin cam looking for sight lines,
Tank spawn."
looking for positions to play, and debating openers for hours on end. So I can appreciate the folks over at MERC and at Tracks of Glory who set this up. Messages are starting to come in from the stream here. We got some Go Mercs, Go Vanguardas, and Go Refs. Yes, let's go Refs. So folks, I thought there were 2 rounds each side, but if there's only 1 round, that means that Vanguarda can still come back here, but they're going to have to pretty well shut Merc down.
Okay, one of the other team had the loadout bugs. They are rejoining right now.
Right, hell let loose technical difficulties. A bit longer here, folks. Let's see which tank is missing their crewman today. Ah, yes, TC with a loadout bug.
They're moving to position now.
Who was the unlucky fellow? Soldier Macedo. Poor guy. Alright, we'll ride along with Vanguarda again this match. 2 tanks to the west, 1 to the east. And Merc with 2 tanks to the east, 1 to the west. See what Eric Sala can pull off here on the east side. I'd like to see, I think the Vanguarda tanks take a little bit more ground at the start here. Give themselves some more options. No way Merc sneaks around him again this time, but they can play from a little bit more of a powerful position. I think they will be in better shape. Behind all those buildings, there just wasn't a lot of sight lines and a lot of ground they could really watch. Should be starting here shortly, folks. A truck carrying Soldier Macedo. He must have died on his ride up.
1:17 start time.
All right, folks. 30 seconds, and we're off. See the Merc guys from here? Probably not.
Five seconds.
All right, let's do this. Round 2.
Game live.
Game is live. Again with the opening shots from the Vanguarda tanks. Let's see if they use some smoke this round. We didn't get any good smoke action last. Interesting. This one tank is electing to take the east side. Got another 2-in-1 setup going on. One tank probably headed to where the Merc tank was earlier. This house right here is a pretty powerful spot to hold, and you're pretty much on the high ground. You can see a lot that's going on. Spot for your team. Just to anchor the west side. Honestly, looking a lot like the Merc start. 2 tanks coming over here on the edge. Let's see how far up they take ground. Can't quite make out the Merc tanks yet. Oh, we got a little bit of a discombobulation with the trees here. There's a lot of those trees you can't drive through. Taking it nice and slow. So we've got the anchor tank by the MG house and the 2 tanks moving up the east. Let's go check in with Merc. See what they're cooking up back here. Interesting. Okay, so we've got 1 tank on the hill, 1 behind the buildings. Then 1, you can see it back here, I believe. Oh, no. Incorrected. Moving down the road. So we've got 2 on the west side for both sides, or 2 on the east side. Let's see what Master Chief can see from his cubby right here. No sign of the Vanguarda tank yet. He actually could have a shot if he just pulled forward a little bit more here. You can see that tank in the background. Question is, how aggressive is Vanguarda going to get here? Because if they try to push past this tree line, they might get caught out by Merc. Oh, first shot. Comes out. Although, not sure what he's shooting at. The Merc tank's back here. Got a TC going out to spot. Alright, so we got the 2 tanks playing this house. I like this spot here. If the sector collapses after 10 minutes, they can actually get in sector between the 2 buildings. So they're going to have a lot of options here. I don't love using this hopper as cover, but Hopefully they can back out the MERC tank. So you can see the MERC tank here. Let's see if they've got a sight line on that. They should. It's a tough shot, but you can see the highlights of the tank there. Just so barely. Of course, there's a couple V-shaped trees to block those shells. See if MERC wants to make any movements here. Not yet. First shell hits the tree. Well, Vanguard didn't know where they were, they know now. Oh, that's a non-pen. Let's see what's going on over here. Alright, so these two tanks have found each other, the map edge tanks. See, okay, MERC's got one shell in. So if they have eyes on him, they're in a good spot because they've got a bunch of trees to block those shots. The other tank's made itself to safety. Other MERC tanks are holding their positions. This is the Bodake tank. We test their gunner's metal, kiting this house. Wow, tank commander is feeling pretty confident out there in the open field.
Yes, Europe got the 5 minutes. 112 was 5-minute reduction.
Let's check in with the other Vanguarda tanks, see if they're making any moves. Okay, we've got a tank commander binoing from the top. Gotta imagine they can see the tank on the hill by now. Oh, this could be bad. This could be bad for the MERC tank. He is completely exposed. So both MERC tanks pushing in through an open field. This Vanguarda tank just sees them. They're cooked. I don't understand why we're not taking shots at each other right now. Surely he sees... Okay, what's going on here? Oh, there goes a TC. Wilbin and Wellington are going to be flying blind. One in from the P4. I think this Sherman's... Oh, we've got a hedge hit, I think. Second P4 is pulling up to join the fight. Non-pen. Second P4 is going to be TTV. Ooh, Food King. I'm actually amazed they got away there. So Vanguarda's still in this. The MERC tanks are in the open. They can coordinate these shots together. They can pull this off even without their TC. The TCs cannot come back to their tank, by the way. Not sure what we're shooting at over here. Let's see what else is going on with our map edge tanks. Looks like they've just been trading shots back and forth. Another turret hit right there. So it's really a matter of if the map edge tanks can prevent two tanks from getting flanked or not.
2-minute warning.
2-minute warning before the map reduces. MERC just being really aggressive here again, pushing through an open field. Like if our two-man and Eric Sala just kite this building together, I mean, they should have that P4 dead to rights. But again, these trees, the V-shaped trees, the hedge is really making these shots challenging for their gunners. Oh my goodness! There goes the MG house tank. Ah, that was smart. You can see there the outline. Well, good use again of tanks on both sides of the map. One in the P4. A miss from the P4. A miss from the Sherman. They have got to make this next shot. Vanguarda wants to stay in this. Again, that V-shaped tree, folks. Don't shoot the V-shaped tree, no matter how much you want to. It's gonna eat those shells. Alright, this other Sherman needs to come over and help his buddy out. Stand corrected, actually. I think he's got a nice little lineup right there. It's a non-pen on the cupola. Uh-oh. Another Sherman's final shot. Yep. Crossfire coming in from the other P4. Man. Alright. Eric Sala has got to try to isolate these tanks. He could potentially isolate the tank on the west if he pulls forward. Keeps the building to his right. But I don't think playing stationary here is going to work. Just giving them time to coordinate a push together. This TC is, what do we got over here? Hot,
Be careful because the playfield is really reduced.
Hot Glass has been on foot most of this match. Alright, yeah, this, beginning of the end here, folks.
Game.
Well done from Hot Glass's tank there. Getting the crossfire. Clean sweep, another 6 points for MERC. So I think that ends us at 12 MERC and 2 Vanguarda. Unless we have 2 more rounds, which I'm not sure yet, so. Got the victory dances going from the MERC squads. Congrats to the MERC team. Well played to Vanguarda. Decisive win from MERC there. Alright, folks, I think... yeah, Vanguard is leaving, so that'll be it for today. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope it didn't look like crap. And we'll catch you next time. One last time, so with MERC taking the win, they're going to go against the winner of 3AC and Made in Brazil, so be sure to tune in next week for that.